In this video, I'll guide you through how to set up blueprints on Zoho CRM. By the end, you'll have a clear, repeatable process for turning your business workflows into guided steps your team can follow right inside the CRM. Let's start at the very beginning. First, open your browser and go to crm.zoho.com. Make sure you're logged into the correct Zoho account and the right CRM organization, especially if you have access to multiple accounts. It's a good idea to use an admin profile or a role with permission to manage automation. Otherwise, you might not see all the options we're going to use. Once you're in Zoho CRM, look to the top right corner of the screen for the gear icon. This is your setup or settings area. Click the gear icon to open the setup panel. Almost all configuration for automation, including blueprints, lives here, so it's worth getting familiar with this area if you haven't already. From the setup screen, find and click on the blueprint option. Depending on your layout, it may be under the automation section or a similar heading, but it will be clearly labeled as blueprint. This is where you can create, edit, and manage all of your process blueprints. Now we'll create a new one. Click the button that says Create Blueprint. This opens a configuration window or page where you define what this particular blueprint will do. Start by entering a blueprint name. Choose something descriptive and easy for your team to recognize, like deals sales pipeline or leads qualification process. The name should quickly tell users what type of records and process this blueprint controls. Next, select the module you want this blueprint to apply to. For example, you might select leads, contacts, deals, or any custom module you've set up. This tells Zoho which type of record will follow the process you're about to design. After choosing the module, you'll be asked to choose a layout and a field. The layout determines which version of the module this blueprint uses, which is important if you have multiple layouts for different teams or use cases. The field is typically a status or stage field, like deal stage or lead status. This is the field Zoho will use to move records from one state to another inside the blueprint. Now define the criteria for which records will be associated with this blueprint. This is where you can be selective. For example, you might say only deals above a certain value or only leads from a certain region should follow this process. Use criteria that reflect how you want your real-world workflow to operate. If you skip this, the blueprint may apply too broadly or too narrowly, so take a moment to set it thoughtfully. Add a description for your blueprint. This is purely for clarity and documentation. Briefly explain what the blueprint is for, who it's designed for, and any special notes. This helps other admins and even your future self understand the intent behind the setup. When everything on this initial screen looks good, click Next. This takes you to the visual editor where you'll design the actual flow. Here, drag and drop states onto the canvas. Each state represents a step in your process, such as new, qualified, proposal sent, or closed won. Arrange these states in a logical order that matches how your team actually works. You can connect states with transitions to control how records move from one step to another, and you can later configure actions, mandatory fields, and validations for each transition. Take your time here. The clearer your states, the easier it will be for users to follow the process. Once you're done designing your states and you're satisfied with the overall flow, click Publish. Publishing activates the blueprint, making it live for the records that meet your criteria. After publishing, test the blueprint on a few sample records to make sure everything behaves as expected and adjust the design if needed.